This is not the favorite part of the year for most of us gardeners. We're feeling the garden blues. But guess what, guys? It's good news. It is September and fall fast approach. Well, fall is upon us, guys. But there are still seeds that you can plant to get harvest before the peak of winter hits. And I'm going to share those with you today. There's still plenty cold hardy crops that you can plant, frost tolerant crops, quick crops that you can still plant in September to get harvest before it gets too cold. So you can continue enjoying your garden for as long as you possibly can. All right, I'm going to share those with you. As I said, guys, there are quite a few seeds that you're still able to sow right now in September. I'm going to start off with a not so hardy but quick crop that you can grow now in order to get harvest before it gets too cold. And one of those is lettuce. Lettuce are so many different types of lettuce. They grow quickly. You can eat them as baby vegetables. What do you call those? Microgreens. So if it is that it is getting too cold for them, you can harvest these and enjoy your lettuce, your salad, however you enjoy your lettuce. And I plant several varieties. Um this is the botanical interest brand, and it's a mixed blend. This one is I got this one to buy at a dollar store. They're very cheap. It's a black seeded Simpson lettuce. These one grow quickly as well. I got local lettuce as well. This is the iceberg lettuce that we got right here in Jamaica. It's sold in our supermarkets, seed shops, farm stores, places like that. You can get those. So lettuce is a good choice now. It is quick. Everybody loves to eat lettuce in their salads. Just eat lettuce, sandwiches, stuff like that. So it will not stand up to the frost. Frost will burn lettuce, but they will grow quickly. So you're still able to get harvest from them. Let me tell you, give you an idea of how long to harvest. 60 days. September, October, before it start getting too cold, you'll be able to harvest lettuce. Another one that might get burnt by the frost is kale. Kale grow just as quickly as the lettuce. You eat it similarly, but we cook and eat this raw. Can be eaten cooks really quickly, and it can be eaten raw as well. So it's a versatile vegetable to plant. And this I bought this locally. It's a blue curl Scotch lettuce from Vates, and also we got locally the red Russian kale. Grows quickly as well. We eat it both cooked and raw. So those are good choices to plant that will produce quickly, so you're still able to enjoy your garden. Because I know it's hard. It's the hardest part of the year for gardeners when you have to put your garden to bed. Another crop that probably will wilt, will get burnt by the frost, but comes really quickly is pak choy. Pak choy produce in 6 weeks in my garden. It comes really quickly, and now that it is cooling down, it grows even faster. And so if you want some, and you can eat it as baby pak choy or baby bok choy, any one of those types of vegetables, you can eat them really small. So if you see, or you check your forecast for frost or whatever it is, frost or snow, or temperatures that will drop way below where it's going to tolerate, you can harvest them and eat them small. And so that's a go-to for most persons who want to have some greens in the cooler part of the year. Pak choy, bok choy, all of those you can plant and still get harvest from before winter kind of take over your garden. Now let's get into some of those that will tolerate the frost way better than the ones I showed you earlier. One such is cabbage. Let me make sure you're seeing it. Cabbage. This will do well way up into the colder part of winter. Way until the end of fall, heading into winter. The cabbage, they will do well. They tolerate the frost and the cold really, really well. And you can plant any one you want. Plant several different types in my garden in order to see which one do well. Perfect time of year for you to try out those brassicas to see which one do well in your garden here in Jamaica. And guys, for those of you watching, those of you living in the tropical climates, these you can plant as well, but also everything else. So the list of seeds I have here is for persons who are growing in colder countries who experience extreme weather conditions, whether it be extremely hot during summers or extremely cold during winters. For us in the tropics, we can plant just about anything. As long as you're planting according to your farmer's calendar, everything should do well. But these are for persons who are planting in countries that during the winter, there isn't much that you can do in your garden. So, with that said, let's continue with some more cold hardy crops that you can still plant in September. It is almost time for you to start overwintering your peppers. But what you can still plant are some cauliflower. Cauliflower is frost, most of them are frost tolerant. Yes, they are. So you can still plant cauliflower and harvest these late fall, early winter. You should be able to get some nice florets from your cauliflower, and a cousin of the cauliflower as well, broccoli. You should still be able to plant your broccoli. They're frost tolerant and cool hardy. Well, frost tolerant mean you're cool hardy, and they are ready to be harvested as soon as 50 days. So less than 2 months, you're able to harvest broccoli. So this is still good to plant by seed, by the way. So that's another good thing that you're able to plant now to enjoy before it gets too chilly in your garden. There are some root vegetables that enjoy the cooler part of the year, like this beautiful carrot you're looking at in front. They don't look this beautiful during the summer months. When it starts to get cooler, that my carrots does well, and they enjoy even colder weather. So carrots, these are perfect to plant now. And as I said, these vegetables that I'm showing you, you can plant any brand. It does not matter. There are some that does better, but it is the perfect time for you to give it a shot to see which vegetable does best in your area, your zone in which you're planting. So carrots, plant them now, guys. Sow some carrots, and they tolerate the cold really, really well. Some of them even you can even overwinter them, meaning if you have too much carrots and you leave them in the ground, even if their leaves are burnt off, they're preserved perfectly under the soil for you to enjoy after early spring. So perfect time to plant some carrots. Beetroot is another one that enjoys the cooler part of the year. So it's perfect timing now for you to plant some beetroot. They grow fairly quickly, 55 days. As early as 55 days, they're ready to be harvested. And the good thing is, if these are not ready to be harvested, you can enjoy the leaves. The greens, it's just as nutritious as the tuber itself. And so, perfect time to plant beetroot. They will thrive in this um, time of year. And again, I plant beetroot from several different companies, several different brands, several different varieties of beetroot. This is both of these are Detroit dark red. I plant them. They all do well in the cooler part of the year. So it is perfect to plant those root vegetables as well as turnip. This is the 7 top turnip. I'm going to be planting this one this fall for the first time. I'm excited to try that one. Let me know in the comments if you've ever grown this brand of turnip, 7 top. I'm not even sure if it's the leaf. It produces a little white turnip as against our local one, which is the red top or purple top. Is it purple top? It looks purple. These will do well in the cooler months as well. And again, I plant from both our local companies. We have other seed companies, but these are the two most popular one that I know of here in Jamaica. If you know of others, guys, please feel free to let me know in the comments. So those are perfect to plant this time of year when it is cooler. There are some herbs that you can still plant at this time of the year. One such herb is the dill. You can plant dill now and it will produce it tolerates the cooler weather really, really well. As a matter of fact, it prefers the cooler weather. So you can plant some of this to enjoy right up until winter. I believe the dill can be overwintered. It will grow back, I believe, if my memory not serving me wrong. So that is perfect to plant, as well as cilantro. Now, cilantro, when planted in the summer, is more likely to bolt and become coriander. The seed of the cilantro is called coriander. Now, most persons prefers the cilantro flavor, which is the leaves off of the plant, off of the herb. So, in order to enjoy, and it grows quickly, in order to enjoy the cilantro, now is the perfect time to plant it in September in order to get harvest up until winter. Those are the some of the seeds that you're able to plant now and enjoy up until winter. No, there are things that you need to plant now to enjoy early spring. And let me show you two of those. These are three little onion bulbs that I grew. Well, I got these from my last harvest of onions with you. I planted those onions with you, harvested them. I got some lovely onions from those that I planted earlier in the year. And these are referred to as starts that I saved because one of you, several of you told me to plant and save seeds from my onions. Guys, they never go to seed. So I was told that onions produce seed biannually. So the first year they produce the food when you plant back from that. Then that second year they produce seeds. And so I saved the tiny bulbs and I'm going to replant these this year to see if they will grow and go to seed. So uh, um that's an experiment that I'm going to run this year. And if they do, then I will always just save back my onions because I never ever plant from starts. I always plant from seeds, and probably that's the reason why they never go to seed. They just grow to maturity. Their necks break, and I harvest them. They never ever bolt. So I'm gonna plant these three starts this year. Now, when you plant your onions now or later on in September, they probably will just stay dormant until spring, early spring, you're able to harvest onion, or they will grow depending on how harsh your winter is or how not. It will grow throughout the winter, and then early spring, they'll bulb up nicely and produce onions for you. So, this is one thing that you can plant during the course of September in order to have lovely onions early spring. Now the other one is garlic. I I am struggling to grow garlic here in the heat. No, what I did was I placed the garlic too soon in the fridge because I wanted to overwinter it in the fridge to trick it into believing it went through winter. A vernalization process. I placed it in there way too early, and so my garlic sprouted too early for me to plant them. So I don't even know what I'm going to do, if I'm even going to try it for this year. But if you are in a colder country, it is perfect timing. And maybe you want to wait closer towards the end of September, because if you plant them too early, they're going to grow too early and they probably get burnt by the snow. So at the end of, well, about the middle, depending on how cool it gets in your country, you can plant your garlic, mulch the bed, and just have them sit through winter, over winter in the soil, and early spring they'll sprout for you to get garlic early in the season next year. So plant your garlic during the course of September. I wouldn't advise beyond October to get your garlic in the ground in order for them to sprout and do well come spring. So those are, I hope this video was helpful. So those are some of the things, quite frankly, that could, those seeds could make a nice pretty little garden for you in the fall, going into winter, for you to enjoy while you wait on the cooler months to pass. Don't you think so, guys? I'm shelling my garlic and I don't want to plant it and waste it, you know. It's time for me to get out of this garden now and get the other parts of my day started. I want to thank you so very much for joining me. Please let me know what you're growing in your garden for this fall, what your plans are for the winter season. And I hope you stay with me throughout winter, because we don't experience that sort of winter. So while you are mourning your gardens during that period, you can always join me right here in warm tropical Jamaica in the garden to kind of keep your spirit lifted and going throughout the cooler months. Please let me know what your plans are for the fall in your gardens, guys. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate your company here at Farming on the Rocks. We love having you in the garden, guys. Thank you so very much. If you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, please press that subscribe button and also the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we post new videos. It's absolutely free to you, no cost at all to you to subscribe, but it helps the channel to grow and it helps YouTube push the videos out to more persons who want to be inspired just like you are. So thank you, guys, and I appreciate it so much. Please continue to share the videos, like, and leave your comments. Take care till I see you in the garden in the morning. Bye, guys.